Well, hey, I haven't taken very many pictures today, but we've done almost 13 miles. I'm going to try to get down there and walk across the Fontana Dam. I don't know if you can see much of the lake in there, but it's real pretty in person. We've got one more little strip of up, and then everything's downhill. And this will probably be the longest one we have done so far. All right, talk to you later. All right, here's your two hikers. We made it to Fontana Village. Woo! So, another state. And yesterday we camped out. Well, let's talk a little bit about the hike the day before yesterday. You know how we were always filtering water. If you don't feel like you can find enough water, it becomes an issue because, you know, I need to be well hydrated. So as we went on the trail that day, it was like dried up. Then we got to this one where we thought we could find water, and they didn't have any water, but if we had continued on, are we gonna find water in 3.5 miles? And it was getting late and dark.
And was there a place to put a tent?
Right, and was there a place to put a tent? And my headlamp needed recharging. So we had all kinds of issues. So we decided we're gonna just stay there and camp anyway. We just wouldn't make coffee the next morning and breakfast, you know, with the water. So we sort of conserved a little bit. And then, lo and behold, my cousin found the water source. Later that night, she went down this little path, and she came back and said, guess what, I found the water. So we did get some water, but I really feel like I was dehydrated for yesterday's hike. So now, yesterday, I wake up Laura about, she likes to sleep more than me.
I do, I need my beauty rest.
So I wake her up at 6:15, a reasonable hour for a hiker. And it was still dark. And now tell them about your bear bag.
That's my only defense, is it was dark. And so the night before I had hung my bear bag away from our campsite. And it was on one side of the trail and Carla was on the other side on another tree. And I put my headlight on and I'm wandering down the trail, half asleep still, and I can't find my bear bag. And I look on the other side of the trail and hers is not there either. So I go back and I says, did you get my bear bag when you got yours? She said, no, it should be down there. So I said, well, it's not there. I think a bear got my Pop-Tarts and everything
I said,
else.
I didn't hear anything last night.
So I go back down and I'm looking around, looking up in the trees and on the ground with a headlamp, and I decide to walk down a little further, and there it is, hanging from the tree. So I had not walked far enough, but it was a little scare.
And yeah, so anyway, so she came back and we got a morning breakfast into us, and off we went at about 7:15, knowing that we had about a 17-mile hike for the day. And I'd already recharged my phone a couple of times, had to recharge my Garmin watch, and so I didn't have much power yesterday. So you're not going to see many pictures or anything. But we did get down into Fontana near the marina at about 5:20, right?
Yes, it wasn't an extremely steep grade, but we had not recovered from the day before from the really steep grades we had. And that was our fourth hard day. So by the time we reached Fontana, it was wonderful.
And I would say that once we saw Fontana Dam and the lake and everything to our right,
looking down,
it gave us a little push. I mean, even though it was 5 miles away, we were kind of pumped up. We were psyched to get down there. So anyway, we got there, and then all of a sudden, no phone service to call for a shuttle. But lo and behold, there's a truck that pulls in, and he was a shuttle driver for Fontana Lodge, which is where we wanted to go anyway. So he shuttled us over here. We had a big, massive breakfast, which I hope you saw dinner, which I hope you saw all the pictures. Big, massive breakfast this morning. That was what I was thinking about. My 3 slices of French toast and a whole pile of bacon. And we've got some resupply stuff ready to go, and I think we're going to take on Shuck Stack today.
Smokies, here we come.
Yep. So be looking for us again.
Yep, we can see them right outside the window here.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye.